CBS 2 News this morning at 4:30.
Containers filled with these things and they started to pop. Luckily, the explosions were somewhat contained in those containers, but it still got out of hand.
3 firefighters were injured battling a wind-driven fire that erupted at a Carson warehouse.
The motion is adopted.
The bill is passed.
Plus, the government is still open, but Democrats are struggling to reach common ground on President Biden's infrastructure bill.
We're returning what was stolen, what was rightfully theirs.
And righting a wrong. Governor Gavin Newsom apologizes to the descendants of the Bruce family in Manhattan Beach.
And good to see that.
Yes, it is overdue. Good morning. Today is Friday, October 1st. Welcome to CBS 2 News this morning at 4:30 and streaming on CBS in LA. I'm Suzanne Marquez.
DeMarco Morgan, let's check it out with Amber Lee for a look at your forecast. And Fran, it was cooking yesterday, just like you said.
Okay, so get ready. Even more heat here in Southern California, and that's because high pressure is still with us, and we had those weak offshore winds, so it's definitely going to keep things a little warmer, a little drier as we head toward the afternoon. Live look right now, LAX, because of that high pressure system, no clouds at all. Temperatures currently 61 degrees, still a little bit chilly outside, and then you can see the winds are coming in from the east about 7 miles per hour, and then we do have light to calm winds across the southland. But take a look at how the winds are pushing in from the desert, blowing toward the ocean. That's the typical offshore winds, but they're a little bit weaker. And then we're going to start to see those temperatures go up even more today. So maybe not quite as hot in some spots as yesterday, but we're definitely still staying well above average. Ooh, can't get those words out of my mouth this morning. 84 degrees for the coast, 90s for LA and Orange County Metro, low 90s for the valleys and the Inland Empire, upper 80s for the high desert, 67 for the mountains. Back to you guys.
All right, Amber, thank you. Let's talk about an intense wind-driven fire that raged through pallets of paper at a business in Carson. And this morning, the firefight is still not over.
The flames put buildings nearby in danger, and at least 3 firefighters were hurt. The flames erupted outside the commercial building on South Avalon Boulevard near East Gardena Boulevard. CBS 2's Stacey Butler has more on the firefight.
The firefight continues in Carson, hours after flames sparked explosions outside a warehouse there.
What you're looking at is a significant debris field, probably the size of a football field at least, behind this structure that's still burning. And the problem there is that we have boxes that are burning mixed with unburned boxes. So now we brought in bulldozers. They're going to go through, they're going to sift that out and allow us to get water into that area.
Material just getting shot up by the wind.
The 3-alarm fire erupted after 2 o'clock. Hundreds of boxes of alcohol wipes piled high, fueled by wind tunnels between the boxes, made this a difficult firefight. Embers jumped to neighboring roofs, sparking new fires, but luckily crews were able to contain them. Firefighters credit employees like Sam Samayon in the neighboring building with keeping the flames at bay.
Wisely, one of the employees got in there and pulled down several of those roll-up doors, thereby preventing the fire from getting inside of that structure.
How important was that?
I mean, it was significant. We did have minor damage in there, but had he not done that, we would have been looking at a much bigger firefight inside of the building itself.
As nearly a whole city block was shut down, Samayon says there were some tense moments before everyone in his trucking transportation building was evacuated.
Knowing that there was containers filled with these things and they started to pop. Luckily, the explosions were somewhat contained in those containers, but it still got out of hand.
Firefighters out here tell me that the center of that debris field is still burning hot. They expect to be fighting this fire through Friday night. In Carson, Stacey Butler, CBS 2 News this morning.
Right now to a disturbing story. The LAPD is asking for the public's help this morning, identifying a man who they say followed a 16-year-old girl and then raped her in Long Beach. This is the man that they are looking for right here. They say he followed the teen from a Long Beach train station.